Namaste. I've wanted to, for quite some time, do a follow-up talk on my first ayahuasca experience, which I had with ayahuascamexico.com, if you want to connect with these guys for the best possible experience that you can have. Now, what occurred for me in hindsight, beside all the very, very, very ultra fine tuning which has occurred, and my awareness ever sharper and clearer since that time, what I wish to speak about is things which I didn't mention in the last video. I didn't see the significance of them so powerfully as the awareness that I have now. And one was this sickness, the feeling of feeling sick. For those 10 minutes before I shifted into the higher realms, when I felt terribly, terribly ill, when my body or soul was being prepared for these higher loving energy frequencies. That was the whole thing. You have to transcend this energy barrier in order to access the heavenly realms as an external experience. You have to be experiencing it as an internal experience. Now, in adjusting your body, my body was being adjusted to the higher frequencies in order for me to pass through that very, very, very powerful energy barrier. And it is a barrier until you've earned the rite of passage. You will not access that pure heavenly state until you have done all the work internally, until you have let go of all that does not serve you well and have empowered. So until you have passed through the entire illusion of yourself, and as a loving being to have become empowered within, that external forces on the human front cannot disturb you or cannot control you any longer. You must be back in the balance. You must be activated as a soul in awareness to what I then received. It was the harsher coming in, preparing me, the absolute purification of my body, my temple, and the ever more fine tuning and ultra fine tuning of my soul and spirit was what occurred in the heavenly realm. For since then, I have become absolutely little mini Mother Ayahuasca, If someone presents me with a deception in them, the truth will always be revealed. I will no longer accept the deception in others presented in my inner circle. For those who have tried, and some who have actually come into my inner circle, they cannot stay there very long. They have a lesson to learn. I teach them what they need to learn to change, to assist them to becoming more empowered or more in balance. And if they refuse to change and still want to be in my energy field. This cannot be. They must then go back. Unless their energy frequency is of a similar vibration to my own, these souls cannot stay there. They have not earned that. In order to be in the inner light circle of another being, you must be that yourself. You know, what the beautiful souls in the past allowed this absolute beauty within to be overpowered by lesser souls, by the sheer forcefulness of lesser beings. And when I say lesser, I mean lesser evolved. I can't see the brightness now. Oh, excuse me. What I forgot to mention in my last video, for I didn't see the significance of it at the time, was when I was, thank you, namaste, my beautiful angels, the heavens always opens, and it gives such an outpouring of love when we are speaking the language of love. The sun has been so amazing. That portal to the universe, ever since that, since my ayahuasca, that ayahuasca experience, that first one, has been phenomenal. You know, if you look at some of my videos, you see the aura, the auric field round the hands, round my body. If you go to my Facebook site, the Golden Dawn, and as I've had to change my name from Miss Ascension 1 to Bernadette, you can contact me from my Facebook site under that name as well. If you wish to look at many of my wonderful photographs taken of the energies of the sun and around the auric field, they're there to avail of. I've actually also enhanced a couple of the videos that I have done before of activating our light bodies. And if you take a look at activating the light body, it might be called, if you take a look at that video of mine, you will actually see the rainbow colours. In the first 5 minutes of that video, you will see the rainbow coloured auric field bouncing around my physical body. And if you look at the video of the energy field around the hands, you will actually see that as I concentrated on my hands, or the hand that the camera wasn't in, when you're videoing yourself, sometimes it's it's a little bit more difficult, but someone else can't capture what I can capture because they can't see what I can see. It's that simple. But the more I focused on the energy from within my pure loving heart and radiating from my hands, the more my hands tingled, the more that energy was surging through, and the more the outline of my fingers absolutely gelled with the energy body, my spirit body, that there was no defining line between spirit and physical. And that's what we hope to achieve in time, coming into our light bodies, coming into our light vessels, becoming more spirit and soul powered than physical orientation, you know, to be powered by our loving hearts, to be powered by the beauty within ourselves, to see that ever more radiating on the outside, you know. I will take my camera out again. We've had a terrible bad summer weather-wise here in Ireland, so there wasn't much opportunity to do much recording actually. So basically I didn't do any. A short video on a tiny little digital camera of my hands. That was literally just done on a digital camera. Anyhow, back to speaking about after spending time under Mother Ayahuasca in the heavenly realms, when it was starting to wear off, or I had to bring myself back into the room because everyone else was done with the experience and the tutors were starting to talk, and I still wanted to be out there. I was still visually seeing a lot of stuff and I was thoroughly enjoying it and just wanted to remain there. As you would. If you experienced what I experienced, you would want to remain there. Trust me. Now the job is to bring it here, to demonstrate within what we are capable of being, very, very powerful souls of beauty and might and love. Excelling this love. Anyhow, when I was coming back through that energy field, just as I was mightily physically, not physically sick, but I felt terribly sick as I had to go through that energy field to access the heavenly realms. I had to come back through that energy field to come back to this physical realm, or this realm of duality or polarity. It was very uncomfortable. It was horrible. Again, it was horrible coming from such a pure loving vibration where no lesser frequencies could access, to come back into the lesser, denser frequencies was horrendous for me, because the souls who were on that journey that day, they were starting to explain what they had experienced. And as they were expressing their pain and their emotional content, I just wanted to hate. I was feeling so sick as I was picking up their emotional pain and misery. It was horrendous. For about 10 minutes I was thinking, please stop. Stop talking. Stop. I can't handle this. This is awful. What it reminded me of was being born. This is it, the twice born ones. When you're reborn, reawakened to your absolute soul power, soul purpose, soul awareness. You are that pure loving heart once more, but without the innocence, without the ignorance, without any blindness. Pure clarity. Having let go of all painful experiences that brought you into that awareness. To have seen the silver lining in everything. To have seen and understood that every painful experience had an opportunity for our soul to grow. If and when we see it. When we come into awareness of that, then we let it go. Oops. Oh dear. That's kind of beside my gong there. Anyhow, yes, I had an awareness then of why it was so painful for me coming back into this world as a pure, sensitive soul who is living in pure, loving heart. But I was naive to the trickery in this world. I was blind to the deception in this world. So in coming back, I was coming back into forgetfulness by coming back into the lower vibrational earth plane. So the fear was there because I couldn't remember. Of course, we can't remember until we remember. We are now in that energy vibration where we are in the age where the energy is speeding up and speeding up and speeding up in this great age of light, this great age of Aquarius. And the more this energy speeds up, the quicker people will awaken. And of course, there's a lot more information out there now as more of us are spreading our wisdoms and knowledge freely for people to learn. So it reminded me of being born, coming back into this earth plane frequency after the ayahuasca experience was exactly that, coming from the heavenly realms back into the lower vibrational frequencies. Only this time, it was with full remembrance and a whole new experience. The most beautiful, beautiful experience. I do hope that in time everyone reaches a stage in their own evolution that when they partake of the sacred vine, that they get to experience the heavenly realm, the beyond the earth plane. This will not happen until your soul is at a state of purification and goodness that you can access this. Otherwise, your experiences will all be the purging, the letting go, the realizations of what part you're playing on this earth plane, whether you're playing the role of the victim, whether you're playing the role of the bully, the intimidator, and the interrogator. To give up the role play when you have given up playing the role of using and abusing energy, if you like, and coming into the most powerful energy frequency you can ever be, come is love. And once you've established that, once you have come into your power, when all your chakras are activated, when you're coming from your loving heart and your pineal gland is fully activated, you're in full awareness of the microcosmic universe within yourself and how powerfully you're connected to the macrocosmic universe. And when you start moving in flow with that, you're in balance. You understand your spirit power. You understand the three-part sun. You understand the spirit sun. You understand the road of the sun, the path of the sun, where you've been tested in the mysteries, where you have travelled all 12 signs of the zodiac in a great galactic cycle, and you have overcome all adversity. You have overcome all lesser parts within, and you have overcome all challenges that come from the outside towards you to test that. So understanding that the earth plane is a testing ground for the soul, in order that we may become fully activated, powerful souls. As I say, the soul that travelled and become soul mastered on the earth plane is more powerful than the angels, because the angels never took the earthbound journey. So remember this. Remember, you're also surrounded very powerfully by guides and guardians. You're also part of a soul group. In time, you will come to recognize various souls on this planet, and by the pull of your soul, you will know. There's a certain pull that you will know. I know this soul. You'll come to realize it's not just a physical attraction to someone, that sometimes when you have this powerful surge from your soul when you meet someone, that you do actually know them from another lifetime or other lifetimes. But the more finely tuned we become, the more we get to realize this. Anyway, I can't see what's going on with my screen here. It seems to have darkened. So that's all for now. If I can find this. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this is always happening. Namaste. I still don't know if I'm out of here.